So I just got done watching that video of that man approaching that woman in the gym. And let me tell you, I am as disgusted as you guys are. Like, how dare that woman be in the gym? There's no stove in there. There's no cleaning supplies in there. I mean, I'm sure there are in the actual facility closet, but she probably doesn't have a key to access that cleaning equipment. No, I'm just kidding. Misogyny. But no. Today we are going to go in depth into the mind of. No, I'm just playing. What we had there in that video was a narcissistic woman feeding her narcissistic tendencies. Quite honestly, with an approach of a man, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like the man did not approach the woman, set it up so that he could observe her activities and also, attempt to assist her to gain favor and potentially maybe her number so that one day they could lock up like crabs in a pretzel and perform coitus on one another. That may be his intentions. Who knows? I can't tell from that video, much like anybody can't tell from a video, but I'm about to turn my hat around backwards like Ash Ketchum. Excuse me, that was Ash. I did not mean to curse within the first 2 minutes of my video, YouTube. You know I would never do that. But anyways, like Ash Ketchum trying to catch them all, I'm going to go ahead and go in depth here. And I'm going to start by saying this. Men and women, can we please stop playing this game with one another? This just in. The reason that men and women date each other is for sex. I'm going to say it again. The reason that men and women date each other is for sex. And I know there's plenty of people who are going to say, no, I date for companionship and I date because I want to get to know somebody and I love a smart person. I'm trying to find a partner who I can lock in with and tackle the world. You're lying. You're lying to yourself. You're not lying to me. Because if you're not dating with marriage in mind, then you're dating to have sex. Men and women. And women, honestly, if you're not dating to have sex, then you're really just dating for free food because that's all there is to it. So when we play these games of the dynamics of relations between men and women and obfuscate the end goal of our partnering outside of the realm of marriage, because that's different when you try to lock in and create a family. All dating outside of marriage is just for sex or to gain some type of benefit from comfort, from how can I say it? Companionship, but loosely defined, which is kind of selfish, in my personal humble opinion. And I digress. Going back to how that's relevant to the gym story. So I say all that to say that when we see a woman and a man interact in a fashion, especially at a gym, what do we know about people who go to the gym? These are people who are trying to make themselves look better and feel better. These are also people who are, I'm not going to say you're a high achiever just because you go to the gym. I really want that to be basic and normal. But you are a person who is striving to better yourself. You are looking to make improvements. You are willing to put forth sacrifices in time and effort in order to gain something, a better physique. So these are also people who are willing to risk it in order to gain something in the world of romance. Meaning, if you are a man who is apt to working out, you're also a man who should be apt to, approaching women that you appreciate in order to see if they would like to potentially get to know you. That's completely normal. And if we want to do away with that in society, then we're going to do away with part of the roles of what a man is supposed to be. And I know that's definitely the goal. But when you don't want to see the world that comes from men shirking their responsibilities. Sex is partially a man's responsibility. And when you talk about populating the earth, but that's not the way I'm going with it. Sex is something that is recreational. It's enjoyable. It's a bonding. It is a natural activity that is meant to bring two people closer together. When that is demonized in the way that it is, to make men feel bad for wanting women in a sexual fashion, the world will fall into, has fallen into destabilization. Birth rates are down, marriage rates are down, relationships are down, depression is up, suicide is up, poverty is up. I know I've come a long way from talking about this woman in the gym, but these are all things that come to me when I see a woman trying to pretend like a man being attracted to her is an unnatural thing. I don't think that she is thinking that deeply about all of this whenever she deals with the situations that she dealt with the situation that she did in the gym. And I don't think that he's thinking about all of this whenever he approached her in the way that he did, trying to help her with her weights. That's the point, is that it's natural. And the response is unnatural. Am I saying that she is supposed to unclothe herself and just lay flat and allow this man to take her there as he approached because he deserves to, because he went to the gym? Of course not. She has the right to choose just like any other person does. We have bodily autonomy. But what I am going to say is that embarrassing men for just making the effort of trying to display interest in you is not setting a very good precedent for men in general or yourself personally. Just a piece of advice from a guy who is doing his own thing, not worried about any of this. I don't traditionally approach women in this way because I have no need to. I don't have to. I actually don't go to the gym. I work out at home because you guys probably smell like poop in there. So, I'll do my workouts at home, but always work out. Always work out at least 5 times a week, unless instructed to otherwise by a health professional, because I am not licensed as a nutritionist, fitness expert, or a doctor. Do not listen to anything that I ever say. I am clearly a moron and will only lead you to a path of self-destruction. But as far as this video of this girl at the gym, yes, she overreacted. It was silly, and it will eventually lead to the downfall of society and mankind as we know it. Good morning.